Hey YouTube, this is Mr. Penguino, and we're playing more Asagao Academy. We're still working with the blue screen here, not the green screen, blue screen, right there. And now we're working on doing the festival with Satchel. So now we're at a bonfire, and I have to stop saying, so now. A giant bonfire burned in a field a short walk away from the festival. Not many people were there. Most people were keen to get food and drinks before meeting up again here, as a dance would be held as the final event of the night. Satch pulled his hoodie closer around himself despite the heat. It's really weird to see you out of your uniform. I could say the same for you. I really like it, so I won't. I smoothed the front of my yukata, a face aflame. It's strange to see you in such casual clothes, though. What did you think I would wear? To be honest, I had this image of you in a professor's suit, smoking a pipe? What? Oh, hello, you two. Miss Shizuka appeared from out of nowhere and sat between us, slithering her arms around our necks. Her eyes darted from me to Satch and narrowed. Out having fun, are we? She was not in a good mood. No. Not really, not at all. Don't lie to me. She stumbled out from between us, almost walking into the fire. I reached out to grab her, but instead she whirled around, pointing right at us. Was she drunk? You think your young love is so great. Well, it's not. She yawned and looked at us. What was I saying? It's nice out tonight. She flung out a hand and grasped my shoulder. I need to tell you something, but it's secret. Don't tell anybody. She leaned into my ear. I could smell the alcohol in her breath. Definitely drunk. You're my favorite students. Isn't Satch not in her class? So that makes it extra weird. She pulled away and looked deep into my eyes. Thank you? Stop being in love. Look, fruit baskets. God damn. She wobbled away from us, heading straight for the stalls. She didn't look too good. Should we go after her? It wouldn't hurt to keep an eye on her. We followed her to the festival, where she entered the thickest part of the crowd. Miss Shizuka! We tried hard to politely push our way through, but the flow of the crowd was against us. Miss Shizuka vanished from sight. Whoa! Vanished from sight. Vanished from software. Oh no, now what are we gonna do? Hey, look. Satch pulled me to a quiet part of the road and pointed to a small child. The child was standing next to a tank of goldfish, imitating their movements. He's so cute. Satch nodded. After a few seconds, the kid began to look sad. Do you think we should... Satch? Satch wasn't next to me anymore. I glanced back at the kid, and Satch was there, kneeling next to him. He stood and held 3 fingers out to the man behind the goldfish tank. The man gave Satch 3 paper-thin paddles, and Satch kneeled down beside the boy, coaching the child through catching a goldfish. You have like... You have this ring. It's just... I can't think of the word. It's just a paddle. Think of a tiny ping pong paddle, but with just paper. So you're supposed to like catch it and it kind of sags a little bit. And it's very, very thin. Maybe it's cloth, not paper. Because if it was paper, it would just rip, right? I don't know. Yeah, so it's supposed to break is the thing. It's very thin, and the idea is that if you can lift up the goldfish, you get to keep it. The second time he listened more closely to Satch, lowered a fish into the paddle and lifted. The paddle broke. On the last paddle, the fish came more quickly, and the boy lifted it out of the water with ease. The man behind the stall bagged the goldfish and handed it to the little boy. Satch made motions that suggested, "Now don't shake the bag." The boy hugged Satch around the middle and then was carefully off. Within seconds, he disappeared into the crowd. Sorry about that. Satch. That was really nice of you. What? Oh, I would have wanted the same thing. Plus, it'll be good for him to learn to take care of something. Kid knew a lot about fish. Maybe he'll grow up to be a marine biologist or something. You're really sweet. Really? Am I? I'll take your word for it. My turn. I dashed to the side of the tank. My turn. I dashed to the side of the tank. The old man running it laughed as I traded my money for the paper paddles. I guess I'll have to help you too. Yes, another drawn scene. I guess they do the my one because there's no my route, unfortunately. So I guess they do the my scene during the first 8 days, so that you have your my scene and then you have dating scenes. Does that make sense? Why don't you go for that little guy? He's so cute. There's the paddle. I just spent so much time explaining. Are you sure he'll want to come home with me, though?
Yeah.
Of course I'm sure. Anyone would be lucky to go home with you. I didn't mean that the way it came out. Anyways, I guess I just have to... I dip my paddle into the cool water, watching his bubbles formed over my skin. Then I'll just wait for him to swim over to me. The fish came into my paddle, but when I lifted it, broke up around him. No. You kept it underwater for too long. That'll soften the paper and make it easier for it to break. Then how am I gonna get it out? Give it another shot. Your technique is fine. As long as you can attract the fish, all will be well. Attract the fish? I closed my eyes and harnessed my energy. Attracting the fish. I will take good care of him. I will feed him and love him and hide him from anything that would try to harm him. Fishy, 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 fishy. Please sense my love. My fishy, fishy love. I'm sending it to you. I dip my hand into the water, sending it out all of the loves. Sending out all of the waves of goodwill I could muster. Now sending out all of the loves. Now gently pull up. I did as Satch suggested and felt a slight weight on the paper as I pulled. Suddenly I heard the sound of splashing. Yay! My fish! I hurriedly tipped the wand over the bowl and sent the fish sliding in. The little black goldfish swam around the inside, cheerfully bumping up against the sides. It's the black goldfish for a reason, huh? I did it! We did it. You did it. No, we did it. I resisted the urge to bounce up and down until after I handed the bowl to the man in the booth, who gave Satch the stink eye. I'm guessing you won't be allowed another round. It's all good. What are you gonna name him? You should name him. I wouldn't have been able to catch him without your help. Let's name him Oscar.
What?
Oscar. Is that a reference to something? The only Oscar I know that's gaming / YouTube related is the bug in the Presentable Liberty playthrough on Game Grumps with Aaron and Susie's name was Oscar. I think it was an O name. I think it was Oscar. I've always had a fondness for that name. Oscar it is. The old man handed me the bag and the little pouch containing a small amount of fish food. I clutched both my chests. I'll take good care of him. We can go to the pet store and find him a bowl and... Oh, I need to borrow a book about goldfish from the library. I didn't peg you for an animal lover. I turned to him, my tears prickling my eyes. I was never allowed to have a pet, but it was all I ever wanted. What? Whoa. Satch rubbed my arm, grinning at me. I'm glad I could help you. I'm glad I could help your dream come true.
Hey.
But now we've got Oscar. We have to take care of ourselves too. Come on, let's go try that taiyaki. Wanted to say teriyaki because I saw the T, saw the yaki. Only thing possible was teriyaki. I don't know what taiyaki is. Is it the octopus balls? Maybe. Hey, isn't that? Sup. Walid. Is this one? I think we've met Caddy, Icarus, right?
Hello.
Yeah. Fancy meeting the two of you at Taiyaki booth. It is the most delicious thing on the face of the planet, so... They're almost out of batter too. This came just in time. I have no idea who Walid is. I'm sorry. I have no idea. Don't know what he sounds like. Don't know what his videos are. Check the description for information on Kid Icarus and Walid, because I'll look them up and I'll put it in the description. I feel bad. Why don't you wait with us? Walid smiled warmly at us, but Caddy bailed.
Yeah.
That's really nice of you. We'd love to. So how's the tournament prep going? I'm actually really happy with... Fine! Caddy stepped forward, darting a look at Walid that made him shut up. We shouldn't be talking with them about this. Right, smart. Caddy pulled Walid towards him and whispered something in his ear. After a second, Walid's eyes went wide.
What?
You what? Please be quiet. I guess that makes sense, but they're our friends. It wouldn't matter if we... Caddy furiously whispered in Walid's ear again. Oh, that's smart. Super smart. Please don't blab about this. Me, my lips are completely sealed. When have I ever blabbed about anything to something... Blabbed out something private? I don't know. Aren't you the person who keeps tweeting out your game store codes? Point taken. Note to self, follow Walid on Twitter. So I think you'll both understand what I mean when I say that we should probably get going. Nothing personal, just tactics and all that. Yeah, tactics. Why do I have an easier time doing Caddy's British accent than I do with Satch? I think because Satch is so quiet, I don't know how to do a quiet, reserved British accent. I just know how to do Caddy's because they bring up sound bites of actual things he's saying, and you can actually hear his accent. Is that here gonna play it? That's fine, because we've got a secret weapon this year. Is it Hana? We all know about Hana. Oh. This is exactly why I've got to keep things under wraps. Anyway, we'll be seeing you guys again soon.
Bye.
Let's have burgers sometime. Bye. Caddy pulled Wallet off into the night. We ordered our taiyaki. Nope, taiyaki is not octopus. Probably still wrong. Red bean paste is the best. What? Apple cinnamon all the way. It's like a portable apple pie. It's donuts with stuffing. Hanging out with Satch was nice. It was fun. It was easy. It was, above all else, relaxing. He was warm, funny, and supremely kind-hearted. Sometimes it was difficult to follow what he was saying, especially when he got onto the more theoretical tangent. Layers of human identity. How is one to dissect at which specific point in the trajectory of a single issue's overall scope the point of insemination? In the trajectory of a single issue's overall scope, the point of... Yeah, that's technically, I think, correct so far. There just needs to be way more to that sentence. Yeah. But he was always engaging, always passionate. I wanted to spend more time with him, but I should probably head back. I'm worried about Oscar. It's a little early, but I know I'm gonna miss the final dance, but I think the water temperature hasn't been stable, so I'm afraid. Satch nodded. You're right, Oscar's life is more important than the both of ours. We must make sacrifices for the ones we love, after all. Thank you so much for understanding. No problem, I'll walk you back. We were quiet as we headed through campus. Satch was set in deep thought. I felt worse and worse for leaving him before the festival was officially over. I'm sorry for leaving so early.
What?
Huh? No, don't be. He went back into a thoughtful silence. I wasn't sure what to do. It didn't seem like he was mad at me, so maybe it was better not to interrupt him. We finally made it to the front of the dorm, and Satch smiled. I wanted to show you something after the festival, but I think it's better that we put it off for a bit. If I wait, then I could put a little bit more work into it, and then...
Copacetic.
Well, you'll see. I'm really pumped for it now. I'm gonna get to work on it.
Copacetic.
Thank you so much for attending the festival with me. No problem, anytime. I'd love to. Stupid. What a stupid thing to say. I'm really glad I got to I'm really glad it was you I got to spend it with. You're very... Well then, I should go. He raised his arm slightly and hesitated, dancing with one foot in the other. Finally, he leaned down and hugged me.
Be good. Be good.
Well, see you tomorrow.
See you later.
Yeah, definitely. Bye. I'm not sure who fled faster, him or me. Oh, it's cute because he's nervous. Okay. When I get back to the dorm room, Maya wasn't around. I carefully set Oscar down and went about getting him set up and settled in. Oscar, your daddy is a wonderful man. Did you know that? Oh my god. They have a pet child. They are bound together for life, regardless of how I do. Good, bad, best ending. They cannot leave each other ever. They have to stay together forever for the children. Oscar opened and closed his mouth. Don't give me that sass. Oh, that was too perfect. In the distance, drums started to beat, signaling the beginning of the festival dance. I got something better than a dance. I got Oscar. I smiled and set Oscar's bag in his makeshift bowl, giving the water temperature a chance to equalize. A new pet, a new romance, if I was lucky enough. What a great night. Is this it? Okay, never mind, not yet. We went to lunch the day after the festival. The Norwoods Club wasn't at their table. That's strange. It's fine, let's just grab our own table today. They probably had a secret club meeting or something. Together we moved to an empty table in the back of the cafeteria. Sitting there eating my mushy pea and miso soup. Is that a normal Japanese thing? I don't know. I don't know these things. A memory suddenly flashed in my mind. Oh, Mai, don't you remember eating here before? Hmm? Yeah, back in the very beginning of the school year, before Paul got ice cream all over me, we joined the normal boots table. She set her chopsticks down and stroked her chin thoughtfully. Now that you mention it, yeah, you're right. Wow, things have totally changed since then. Yeah, I used to not have any friends. I was so scared. You might not have known this, but it was the same way for me back then.
Really?
Mai didn't have any friends, and Hana didn't have any friends, but they were clearly friends with each other. Anyway, they didn't have the fight and they didn't have the moment at the tree, so they weren't like really friends. I was never really popular, you might say, with the girls here. They found me pretty annoying. Most of my friends I was never really close to. But look at us now, not only are we best friends, but we've also got an even larger group of friends. Yeah! Thanks, Hana. What? If it wasn't for you getting ice cream smushed all over you, I'd still be in the same boat as last year. You're welcome. You're welcome. A burst of chatter came to our attention from the front of the cafeteria. Oh, there they are. The normal boots men, they're at most like, what, 16, 17? Came strolling into the room. Mai and I started gathering our things, intending to join them at the usual table, but they walked right past it and continued on to ours. We set a trend. We did a thing. People followed us. We're influencers. It looks like they'll be joining us here. We moved over a dozen or so seats to make room for them, but when they reached our table, they stood around it. No one said a word. Aren't you going to sit? PBG shifted uncomfortably. There's something we need to talk to you about. You took them, didn't you? Pardon? The boots. You've taken the golden boots. No, we didn't take them. What's going on? The statue of the boots has been stolen.
What the hell?
No, not the boots. You guys practically worship that thing. We do worship it. What? That's awful, but why are you guys being so weird? You were looking at the boots the other day. A small silence followed. So? There we go. I think you know what I'm implying. I don't know though. Hana and Mai? I never would have thought they could do it. You can never trust pink-haired girls. My heart sunk. But Hana's so harmless. Especially when compared to Mai. What was that? Nothing. Come on, guys. You don't really think we did it, do you? They shifted uncomfortably. PBG looked away. Nick and Josh busied themselves making faces at one another. Do you? I looked at Satch. Surely he would know that I couldn't have done it. I spent the night of the festival with Satch. I was with him. There's no way I could have done it. Satch was avoiding my eyes, squinting at something on the wall. Satch? Well, you did leave early to do something. To take care of Oscar. Who leaves a date early to look after a fish? Exactly. You've got to be kidding me. I'm innocent.
It's not my fault.
So am I. Aren't you guys our friends? We thought you were ours. Look, it might be better if we calm down and return to this later, okay? But it was too late. Shane led the club back to their own table where they buried their heads together in whispered conversation. I can't believe this. Anna, I'm so sorry. If I hadn't stolen the key to look at the boots, they wouldn't have suspected us. I looked at Mai, suddenly feeling like I was seeing her for the first time. You didn't steal them, right?
What?
What? Like you said, you did steal the key, and you said you had sticky fingers, so...
I can't believe this.
I can't believe this. How could you say something like that to me? Don't you trust me at all? I can't even... She gathered up her things. It's only logical. I just want a straight answer. It's not...
It's not my fault.
No, of course I didn't take them. Are you kidding me? You think I would just... You think I would do something to hurt any of my friends, not to mention Jared?
This is so stupid.
I'm leaving. Have fun by yourself. She stormed off, shutting the cafeteria door with a bang. How did this happen? In a matter of minutes, I not only lost my new friends I had made, but any chance of joining the Normal Boots Club, but I also lost my best friend, and the person I'd be rooming with all year. I stared at my food, suddenly wishing I wasn't hungry anymore. Chatter of lunchroom grew louder and louder until it seemed unbearable. I had to get out of here. Shoving away my tray, I got up and headed out of the cafeteria, away from all the people, to my only sanctuary, my room. I stood trembling in the doorway of our room. Thankfully, Mai wasn't there. I glanced out the window. Class would be starting soon. Students who ate on the lawn trickled back to their respective classrooms. I would miss class, but I didn't care. How could this have happened? I sat on the side of my bed. I thought I was finally fitting in somewhere. I thought I finally made friends. But I lost it all in a matter of seconds. This was so stupid. The room blurred as I began to cry. This was so stupid. Why did I go to look at the boots without asking? Now everyone thought we were. I heaved a sigh, not bothering to try and keep quiet. Everyone is at class now anyways. Hana? I jumped. Saj poked his head through my door. The door I forgot to lock. What are you doing here? I hastily wiped my cheeks on the arms of my blazer, but it was too late. I could tell from the expression on Saj's face he knew I was crying. He crept to the middle of the room, not moving any closer to me. I don't think you did it. You don't? No, the Hana I know would never hurt another person. She would never take anything that didn't belong to her. She's too kind to do something like that. Tears rolled down my cheeks again. Saj! I don't think Mai did it either. Oh. I don't think Mai did it either. But concrete proof is needed before I can clear your names. Even though it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, it hardly ever works out that way. Not when it comes to people's hearts. Saj. Just the 2 notes in a row. Saj. I'm gonna try and figure out who did this, okay? I nodded. Until then, it's probably best for you and Mai to lay low.
Yeah.
I'll handle this. But Saj shook his head. I mean it. I'll take care of this. Thank you, Saj. He nodded. He took a step towards me, reaching out as though he wanted to pat me on the shoulder, but seemed to think better of it. I'll see you around. With that, he left. I sat quietly in my bed, thinking over what happened. He said he believed us to be innocent, but I'd never seen him so stiff and formal. He seemed 1,000 miles away from me. I thought of the fun we had at the flower festival, how we laughed and shared food and hugged. As much as he said he didn't believe it, some part of him didn't trust me. Even Saj was doubting my character, albeit the most logical way possible. Grief throttled my heart. I wanted to get to know him better, but it seemed like there was no chance for that now. Everything was too much. I was so tired. I laid against my bed and closed my sore eyes. They were going to be swollen. So I want to stop the video here, but I haven't hit chapter 2 yet, and I promised I would get to chapter 2 in this video, so let's keep going until we get to chapter 2. Oh my god, please! If this is the... Oh, this is perfect! I like the yellow on the green. It's actually really nice. So this starts with me, like, under interrogation. Chapter 2 is me being in trouble. This is so weird. I sat up, momentarily disoriented. Good morning. Hey. I must have fallen asleep. No, the room was lit with warm orange glow. The sun just starting to set. It was happy and calm. It eased my mood slightly, and I smiled at Mai. She avoided my eyes, instead marching over to her desk. With a brisk movement, she shoved a stack of papers back and books to the floor. Then she yanked out each of her drawers and one by one dumped them onto her desk. Oh. She's proving to Hana that she didn't take the boots. And she's being real sassy about it. Pencils, plush toys, erasers that looked like little bits of food, and surprising number of keys piled onto the smooth white wood. Oh, hey! That's my Turby pen, so that's where it got off to. Mai grabbed the pen and handed it to me without even looking at me. She sat at her desk for a few seconds, seemingly thinking. The way that these 2 scenes right here, this face to this face is really, really subtle and really drastically changes the mood. Like, this is her being sassy and just like really focusing on like, I need to go through all my stuff. And she's sitting there like, I think I'm satisfied. I think this is good enough. And like, she's getting ready for the ultimate sass that she's about to pull on me. And she goes back to doing more things. Like, she's like, no, that's not good enough. She's refocusing her efforts. It's really subtle. I like it. Then she began to pick through the pieces, sorting them by size and color. Her hands moved frantically, moving above the piles even when she had nothing in her hands. Hey, Mai? Her foot tapped incessantly against the floor. She tilted her head towards me, but didn't respond. It took a few seconds to realize that I was the reason she was acting this way. Shame crept up my shoulders as I pieced together what happened just before I fell asleep. Stress or no stress, that was no way to treat a friend. I was definitely in the wrong here. Time to own up. I'm sorry about today that I accused you. I didn't mean to. I didn't think you did it. I believe that you didn't do it. I mean, I trust you. I shouldn't have attacked you just because I was afraid. I was scapegoating. It was really wrong. Her constant movements stopped. She sat back slightly, then her shoulders heaved as she took a breath. Thank you. She returned her pens and papers, but this time she was more calm and started actually putting stuff back in her drawers. Sorry. I turned away from her, needing something to cuddle. I grabbed Mr. Bunny and snuggled into his fur. It was wrong of me to accuse her. It definitely was, but at the same time, when I did, how could you say something like that to me? She got so mad, even leaving the room. In a situation like that, it would be normal to ask who did it. I wasn't entirely sure her reaction was warranted. She was so defensive about it. As much as I'd rather not acknowledge it, it was suspicious. No, it wasn't! You were so, you weren't tactful about it. And tact determines the response. Tact determines the response, Hana. She said she didn't do it, so I should trust her, right? Did trust mean I had to believe someone even when there was no evidence to the contrary? Kind of. If you trust them, their word means something to you. That isn't no evidence to the contrary. Your evidence is that they said they didn't do it, and you're trusting that evidence to hold water. Personal opinion. Satch came by. He also thinks we didn't do it, and he's going to try and figure out who took the boots. Mai stopped sorting her stuff again, seemingly struck. Really? There's no need for him to do that. Why would he go so far for us? Satch is such a good person. He really is. He wants us to lay low while he looks for evidence. That's fine. I don't feel like parading around right now anyways. As sun faded slowly from view, the stillness of our room began to irk me. I didn't want to leave the room, not after what happened today, but inside our dorm it was insulated. Stuffy. You have a window! Open the window! Satch was trying to save us. There wasn't any reason for him to do such a thing. We went to the flower festival together, sure, but what happened there was nowhere near justification for him to stick his neck out for us. He'd known us, what, a month? He was fighting against friends he had for who knows how long. There we go. Who knows how long? I didn't even know that about him. Did I? Yet, now that I thought about it, he saved my neck with overdue book, too. He put his job on the line and never told me. Probably wouldn't ever have let me know, either. He took on so much for other people and hardly ever talked about it. Why? Just because he thought it was right? Here I was, sitting in my room like a fearful child, cuddling a rabbit. I didn't think it was wrong that we should lay low. It would look really suspicious for me to be meddling around right now. But I couldn't just sit here and do nothing. Some library books have gone missing. Oh, that's it. I could help him find those library books. Working at the library was what helped him pay to go to Asagao, after all. It'd be really bad if he got in trouble or even got fired. Granted, it wasn't his fault. It was probably the librarian's, but she was the one with the power. And he wouldn't have time to find them if he was trying to clear my name. Of course, he'd never let me do it if he knew I was helping him, so I just wouldn't mention it. Knowing that there was still something I could do to help someone who was himself so helpful made me feel tons better. Hey, do you think we can work on that geography homework together? I'm never good at remembering where the Mushroom Kingdom is. I would like to know where the Mushroom Kingdom is. I would like to be taking these classes. These classes sound fantastic. Mai snapped out of her stupor with a jolt. Huh? Oh, sure. The reading sense and purpose, Mai and I got to work. Things wouldn't stay like this for long. It was just a matter of time before it blew over. This is what I was waiting for the night to end, for the next day to happen. And we're going to end the episode here. Pump in some of the music from earlier because I don't like talking into the void. So we start chapter 2, and it's not going as well as I thought it would. We're not, together in any real meaningful way. Satch has been out there for me, and that's really nice. And we went to the festivals, we had a date, and he's kind of like our guy on the inside when it comes to Hornblood's Club right now. But this is shaping up to be super mystery bros. Am I allowed to say that? So yeah, we're finally into awkward. Ooh, things have names now. Oh my god, let's go look at the scene picker. Yeah, we're finally into Satch Chapter 2. Yes, snaps for us. We've got this. we're gonna start investigating the library books, and we still got a few scenes left for chapter 2, but I think these are gonna go a little bit faster because they're gonna be more focused, more on Satch. These are definitely all to do with Satch. We're learning about Satch, and we're focusing on the mystery of the missing boots. So I think it's chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and then it just ends. The endings is like a separate thing, right? You can have 5 different endings for each character. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 3. Oh my god, there's 33 more scenes to go through. We've only been through 11 of them. This is intense. This is so much work into this game. It's fantastic. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you guys in the next video.